Hey guys and girls, how's it going, and welcome back to another episode of Natural Magic with myself, Lewis. Hope you're brilliant, having yourself a great day as always. I'm inside my little house. Now, I haven't really done too much between this and the last episode, but I've been coming up with some good ways to get ourselves some mana, and I think the next one we're going to do is we're going to make ourselves a Munchdew. Yes, not only does it sound awesome, because Munchdew is just a cool thing to say, but it actually makes a fairly decent amount of mana for us as well, and we get a load of wood from it in the process, so I think that's going to be pretty handy, because I want to start making some bigger buildings over this way, and I like using wood as a building material, so that, you know, it's kind of a win-win situation. I got loads of spare saplings from when I knock all these down, so I think that's going to be a good way to do things. I've also gone and made some more lockers, and we've set up a few of these. I haven't got any spare in these guys just yet, but I've set up the, you know, the recipe for it, so at least we know what we're getting. And the same for these guys and these ones like that. And then here is going to be where we keep our runes. So in the newest Britannia update, you actually get free of the basic runes now for the different types of like the summer, the earth, and the things, all the elements, which is kind of good. So we get free of those now, so we don't have to make millions and millions of them, which, you know, is nice. But we need a few more of those if we're going to make a Munchdew, because a Munchdew isn't cheap. Oh, that reminds me, we've got loads of funky sounds now. Listen to this, look. It's pretty cool, isn't it, when we flip pages and things? It just sounds awesome. When we click on mannery goodness thing, it goes, makes cool little noises. It's pretty awesome. So, let's have a look. If we're going to make ourselves a Munchdew, we're going to need ourselves a rune of winter. And I've already got the rune of earth and the rune of water, but we're going to need some snow, and we're going to need some wool, and we're going to need a cake. Now, I've already got the stuff for the cake, which is cool, and I don't want to make the cakey moorish just yet, because it needs lots of cakes, and I haven't really got enough stuff to sustain many cakeage getting made just yet, but I'm sure we will do eventually. So that's going to be the thing we're going to make, and we need snow and we need brown wool. Now, I know that just over this way is some snowy mountains we haven't explored yet, so we're going to go over that way and get those. But I want to make something for coming back very quickly. So we're going to make a cool little item, which is this guy here, which is a crystal wing. And this allows us to go back to where our point is, our bed, where we've last slept, or our spawn point. And it does take damage, and you can't use it in the Nether. So, yeah, you can use it in the other world, but it's a nifty little device. So let's get ourselves a ender pearl. And we'll grab ourselves some feathers, because we're going to need a couple of feathers. Cool. And we're going to need 3 bits of gold. There we go. And we should be able to make this guy now, so let's do this. There we go, do that, and bam, we've got a crystal wing. So now when I use it, poof, it sends me back to my checkpoint, which is kind of cool, my little spawn point. You can see it does take damage though, so you don't want to be using it willy-nilly, but it's definitely a handy little thing to have, which is nice. So let's go and find all of this snow, and we will make all of this. Which direction is it? It's over this way? Yeah, it's over that way. Alright, cool. So, a couple of things that have changed. There has been a few different bits and bobs changed, added, moved, and whatnot. But the biggest one is that I'm no longer going to be supporting the Technics launcher for the next version. So I know you guys are waiting on version 6. That is not going to be coming to the Technics launcher. Reason being is I've just been accepted via the AT launcher to put the pack on there as a public pack for people to play. So it'll be mixed in with the Resonant Rise and all of those other good packs, so you can go and get it from there. And the first available version is going to be what you guys are waiting for, which was version 6, so that's going to be the next available version. I'm currently working on getting it put on there, but it's a little bit different than the Technics launcher, so it takes a little bit more planning and preparation to get a pack onto the AT launcher, but the hard work of getting accepted and getting the idea across is done, so we don't I don't have to worry about too much now. I've got my codes and things so I can get on. It's just the fact that I have to now go ahead and make it there in an XML format, which is very much different to just putting a pack on the on a Dropbox and having that linked via the long grass. Wow, that looked really weird for a second then when I looked at it from there. Yeah, it's a little bit different than putting it on a Dropbox and having it linked through via the Technics launcher. But all in all, it should give you a much better experience. It means that you can have far better updates. You can download the pack a lot easier. You can select mods that you want added and moved. So you get a little bit more of free will when it comes to changing things around to how exactly you want to play, and I will probably be putting some bits in there which are optional extras for you guys to play with if you decide that you want to play with them. Chances are I won't be playing with them, but they'll be in there because you guys have asked for them. Things like Pan's Harvestry and those type of bits. I know that I've had a few people asking for those, and I don't really want to add it to the main pack, purely because it kind of, I think it clutters the world a little bit too much, and I got nothing wrong against Pan's Harvestry, I love the mod, but yeah, it's not really the type of thing I'm going for, but it's a type of thing I can add, so that if you want to use it, well, you can use it, which is awesome. And that should be done probably within, I don't want to promise anything, but I would say probably within maximum 2-3 weeks, maybe, probably. Yeah, I'm going to get it on there as fast as I can, so I'm going to be working on that today. But it all comes down to how well I can set up all the XML stuff and get the green light. And once that green light's been given, bam, it'll be on there for you guys to play with and have a good time with. So let's get all of this snow. And I want to get a fairly decent amount of this snow, actually, because there's a lot of things we can use for snow, especially some funky snow bricks, which I was checking out in the Lexica Britannia under the different types of, where is it? It's right there somewhere. In miscellaneous, we've got decorative blocks. And these are fairly new. If you keep going through, you have all of the quartz, but then you also have these type of things. So we've got thatched bricks, roof tiles. Back here are the reed bricks. And keep going, we've got hellish bricks, we've got soul bricks, and then we've got frosty bricks, and these guys look really awesome, so yeah. Maybe we'll take a few of those. Oh, that's diamonds! Nice. Let's grab these. Oh, the diamonds. Yummy. Lovely diamonds. Sweet. Alright, let's grab the rest of this, because I need a couple of snow bricks for the recipe that we're actually doing. Nice. Yeah, that's going to do the trick. Okay, right, let's go back home. Let's get our crystal wing. And woof, back home. I think we're probably only going to get about 6 uses out of that, because it goes pretty fast. So I don't want to be doing it too much, because I haven't really got millions of ender pearls at the minute, but at least we can use it now and then. So let's make some of these. We need a couple of these, I believe. Let's make sure. Let's go back here. I've saved it in here. So we need 2 snows, we need a wool, and we need a cake. And I think for the rest of the snow, I'm just going to put it in here. There we go. Oh, diamonds. And let's put some music on while we're at it as well. Cool. So let's make a cake. Now we're going to need a bouquet. And I think there's a couple of ways to make cake in this, because we've got Natura in. Let's have a look. Yeah, so we can use the wheat, or we can use the barley flour. And I'm obviously going to use the barley flour, because it only uses 1 bit, so yeah, we'll do that. We're also going to need some more buckets, so let's make some bouquets. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Oh, we're probably going to have to turn down this jukebox. There we go, cool. I changed to a different forge, and when you change to a different forge, your settings, it's just a fresh install pretty much, so all the settings go skew if I had before. So let's get some milk from these cows. And one thing that I was wrong about, completely wrong about, I'm going to have to change all this around, is I thought these guys were a part of the whole chicken shed thing where they drop stuff, but it looks like it's only the chickens, so yeah, I'm going to have to do something about that. We're starting to gather loads of blocklings in there. Oh, guys. Alright, so we've got 3 buckets. We're going to want some sugar, so let's take down some of these sugary canes. Get some sugar. We need an egg, and we need a bit of flour. There we go. And an egg. Nice. Alright, can we do this one? That's how it goes. So those, some sugar, an egg, and barley flour, 1 cake. Nice. Okay, right. Let's put the rest of these... Actually, I'm going to put these in my backpack, because you never really know when you're going to need spare buckets, do you? So... And I guess this can go with food, probably, maybe, hopefully. Yeah, go food. Alright, so where are we now? So we've got our cake, we've got our runes, we've got our snow, we just need some wool. 1 wool. Cool, alright, I think we've got everything we need to make this guy. So this is going to be the hardest one to make, so we need one of each of these. Let's do this, it's that. Water, cake, 2 snow, and wool. And let's give it a slap with our wand of the forest. Joe, did you hear that? That was the sound of amazingness happening right there. Wow. What else do we need? We need some living rock. So this is probably going to take a minute because it uses a lot more mana. Oh, it looks like we're already done. This and... So good. Cool, right, 1 rune of winter in the bag. And we need a rune of fire as well for the next part. So let's have a gandery in here. So now we've got the rune of winter, which is good. We need some other bits. So generating flora, we want the Munchdew, which is the main one's the rune of gluttony, which we're actually after. So now that we've got a rune of winter, we need a rune of fire. And we get 2 of these as well, which is kind of cool. So a rune of fire is made like this. So let's add that to there. And let's get rid of that one. Cool. So we get 3 runes of fire. So we need 3 mana steel. We need a nether wart. We need gunpowder and a nether brick. And earlier today, I went and set myself up a nether portal to go to the nether. And you know the one thing that I really don't like about nether portals is the fact that they just don't sit evenly anywhere. Like, it always looks out of place. I can't stand it. It hurts my brain. But hey, that's Minecraft for you. So let's go through, see what kind of spawn we get. I actually haven't been through here yet. See, down in terrain, all that stuff. So we'll have to see what amazing spawn we get. I'm sure it's going to look brilliant. We've got biomes of plenty and all that stuff in the tour, so it could... Excellent. We started on fire. Right, okay. Well, let's start by putting down a marker. Let's put it as portal. There we go. And we need some stuff. So let's just grab a load of this because you never know when you're going to need nether rack. So I always like to grab just a bit. Always comes in useful. There we go. And I'm definitely not going to want any flesh just yet. That's disgusting flesh. Oh. It would be really nice to find one of those foresty, biome places in here. That'd be kind of cool. Because I think they can sometimes have warts. And at least I know we can get mushrooms here, which is kind of cool. So we can get all the mushrooms. But I need a nether fortress as well. Can I see one on the map? I can't. But I can see one of those cool biomes over this way. Let's get out this guy. Oh, oh man, this place. It's horrible in here. Go away. Maybe we should grab some glowstone while we're at it. Because that's another thing that you just, just always, it's always handy to have some, isn't it? You generally don't use it for much, but it's always handy. So let's grab this. I only grab a bit. I don't want too much. Yeah, 28 is going to do the trick. And let's keep making our way over to this biome. Oh, these are cool as well, because we can get loads of bone meal out of these guys. So I'll grab a handful of these. So let's see how much we get from a lower segment. We basically took a whole segment, haven't we? So we get 48 bone meal. That's insane. And this place is over this way somewhere, I think. Ooh, look, cobalt. Aha. Well, at least we're not too far away. This is actually dropping distance, I would say. Whee! Okay, right, so we found one of these places, which is kind of good. We can get redstone from those bushes, which is nice. We really need some nether warts. I really need to find a nether fortress if I'm going to do anything. I could actually, I'm going to take some soul sand while I'm at it. Just a few nethery provisions so that we don't have to come back here all the time. We'll eventually set up some sort of nether place, I guess, like a nethery hub. We've got a way of making portals and such, so that's kind of cool. And a gravestone, nice. But no fortress yet. And I don't think I have any way of making nether warts. Let's look. Nether warts. No, we can make nether brick. That's easy because we can smelt netherrack to get nether brick. But we do need nether warts. What are these guys over here? What are these going to do for us? They look like quartz bushes. Eye bulbs. Well, that's disgusting. What do eye bulbs do? They make sunflower seeds. That's not right. They shouldn't make sunflower seeds. Oh, we get honey from in there as well. But we've got to watch out for all the bees. Well, I need to find myself a fortress. So I'm going to go for a walk, guys. And I'll be back when I found something slightly interesting. So we found a entrance to a nethery place. And let's get in here and see what we can find, I guess. Hopefully, we're going to have some nethery warts in there. I'm guessing we are. That pretty much always is, isn't there? But we'll find what other loot we have, because they have all these chests, don't they, which is kind of cool. We got golden chest plate. I don't really need a golden chest plate, but we've got iron. I'll take the diamond horse armor, because we never know when we're going to have a horse. And I remember reading somewhere that in Britannia you can do some pretty funky things with horses now, so I'd like to try that out. Oh, look, we got another chest over here. Let's check this one out, see what we have. Some gold ingots. Nice. I shall take that, thank you very much. And let's keep looking about, because they're generally a fair few, aren't they? When you find one, there's normally a load around all these little corridors. But not down there. Or down there. No. It looks like we're kind of buried in, doesn't it? I wonder what's through here. It's just the top of one, isn't it? Alright, let's go down here. Hey! Alright, we've got ourselves some nether warts. Lovely. There we go. We'll take all of those. And let's keep having a little look, because I want to see if there's any other loot to be found here, but I can't hang around too long because I'm out of food now. I am out of food. Good. I'm going to be pretty quick getting home. Let's go have a look. See. Oh, some diamonds, nice. Some gold, and I think that could be the lot of it. I don't really want to hang around too long because I'm going to start dying very soon. Oh, look, there's more there. Let's see what's up here. Running into blazes right now could be a real issue as well. And nether warts, nice. Oh, I can hear blazes. That's never good. Oh, another chest. Oh my god, he's wearing a little... I really, really want that, but I don't want to kill him. Oh, alright, that's it. I'm going to make my way home, I think. I don't want to hang around here anymore. There's too many blazes, bad guys, and not much foodage. Alright, guys, I'm going to make my way back to the base, and I will see you shortly. Alright, we're back, and I'm just cooking myself up some nether brick so we can do this. Now, we only need one, but I'm going to grab a few because I do like having a little backlog of bits and bobs that can go in there for the time being. So we need nether brick. We're going to need to make a lot of mana steel as well for this, so let's grab 3 mana steel. Yep. And a nether wart. Cool. And the last thing was some gunpowder. Okay. Right, let's do this. And I really like the touch that we get 3 of these now. It's just really handy. So, let's get these into... Oh, that's a really cool noise. I still haven't done all the stuff to see all the noises yet, so it's kind of cool. Right, so it's 3 of those. That guy, and that one. Are you ready for the most awesome sound in the world? It's amazing. Let's get some of this. There we go. And any second now, we should be able to make this guy. And then I think we've got most of the stuff we need to make this Munchdew. Yeah, I think we're almost there. We just need a couple more bits. Wow. And I'm going to put it up here, I think. Right here. Because I want it going into this guy. Like, straight through here into here. And we'll have all the trees around here. I think it's going to look nice. So let's throw that on there. Oh. Oh, no. No. Hey, there we go. Alright. Cool. So we got 3 runes of fire. Let's put those in there. So we've got our rune of winter, our rune of fire. And what else do we actually need now? Let's have a look so we can get rid of you. So we got that. Oh, a little bit stuck. Let's go. Nope. 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 Take me. Take me home. There we go. We want to make a Munchdew. So, gluttony. Rune of winter, rune of fire, 2 mana diamonds. Whoa. That is pretty expensive, but it's going to be worth it once you've got it. And the fact that we get 2 of these is nice as well, so let's put on some chirp. Cool. Alright, so 2 diamonds. This is like the home straight now. We're almost there. Cool. Alright, so we got our mana diamonds. Oh. Our rune of fire and our rune of winter. And that's it? Is that it? It's just those? Yeah. Oh wow, that's a lot of mana. We're almost gonna run ourselves dry. Right. That guy, and those. Alright. Let's get some more of this. Yeah, we're just going to hang on to that for the time being. And once we've got this, we're still going to need more parts, aren't we? So we're going to need all of these. And I must admit, this guy looks really cool as well. So we're going to need red, lime, and white. And I think I set this up. Did I set this up already? I did. Nice. So red, lime, white, and green. We're going to need a few of those. Let's take some red, some green, some lime, and some white. Oh, he's ready. Nice. Runes of Gluttony. One of the 7 deadly sins. Alright, so let's turn these into petals. Nice. And the red, white, and lime, I believe we need to change them into mana petals. Red, white, and lime green, yep. So we need 1 of each of those. So red, white, and lime. Oh. And I think that's pretty much it. So I think it's a red, lime, white, green, and rune of gluttony. I think that's right. Let's make sure first. 2 reds, 2 whites, 2 limes, green, and a rune of gluttony. Yeah, we got this in the bag. We just need some seeds. And then maybe at the end we'll actually do what we was going to do last episode and see if we can get a good enchant on our bow. Because I totally forgot about that. When I was rendering it up, I was like, hey, I think I forgot something in that episode. Maybe I did. Alright, let's do this. Boom! One munch. That even made a cool sound. Everything's making cool sounds at me. It's amazing. Alright, so we're good. Now we can make this guy. Now I don't really know the range on any of these things, so it's always a bit of fun, isn't it? A bit of trial and error. But let's get rid of all of this grass. There we go. I would use my Horn of the Wild, but I don't... There's a blockling in there. But I don't really want to get rid of all of it, so yeah, we'll do it by hand for the time being. And that's gave us loads of that. So the Munchdew's probably going to go around here somewhere. I would say here is a good place to put it, you know, kind of slap bang in the middle. So he can sit there. And doesn't seem to be eating anything at the minute, which is good. Now we're going to want a spreader, which is going to go around here. and it's probably going to go up 1. So let's make a spreader. So we need some wood, and we need some redstone, and a rogue petal. 1 rogue petal. There we go. So there's that. And we're also going to want a fence, because I'm going to want to light it up. So let's do that. And some saplings. Cool. So this guy's going to eat the leaf blocks off of a tree, but it's going to leave the wood, so we'll still be able to get the wood, which is really handy as well, because we're going to want all the wood we can get. So let's put that guy there, and we'll put a spreader on top. Let's go and quickly craft a spreader. Here we go. Oh, we need some wood. So it's wood, and that, and that. No, I'm derping. I need gold, don't I? What made me think I need redstone? Huh. Something maybe I was going to make one of those other mana spreaders, the ones that can be controlled with a redstone signal. But I very much doubt that. I'm going to blame it on the fact that I just derped. So let's do that. Cool. And we'll pop this guy on here, so it's going straight into that. Bam. Nice. Alright, so we're good. Now we just need this guy to eat stuff. So let's put down a load of saplings. And we're just going to paste them around here, I guess. So we'll have there. And because I've got tree capitator in I should be able to just eat them all down. Oh, wow, that grew really fast. Look at that guy go. Nice. And let's see how much mana it's making. Oh, it's doing alright. Yeah, these guys make a decent amount of mana. We can come along and we can break it down. And then with any spare saplings we have, we can place them back down again. I'm going to place some more around here, so let's put a load more. Like this. So we don't have to come and treat it all the time. You know, we could even put some behind it if we wanted to. There we go. Cool beans. And that should eat all of them. Like I said, I don't really know the range of any of this stuff, but hey, that's just the fun of it, isn't it? You just got to keep giving it a go till it just feels right for you. Nice. Okay, right, let's have a sleep, and we'll bone meal some, and we'll watch it in action, and then we'll do our enchant and see if we manage to get anything good. I'm not keeping my fingers crossed on this because I am prone to getting horrifically bad enchants, but I like to try. I like to try on camera. Let's get some bone meal. And hopefully this is going to make us a decent amount of mana now. I really hope so. There we go, look at it go. Look at that mana coming out there. Whoa, that makes a lot of mana. That's really cool. And that's going to do that for pretty much every sapling. So if I grow like this one, and we grow this one over here somewhere. Nice. Look at him munching away. And we'll get loads of mana back from that. So in no time, that's probably going to pay for itself. We just need to make sure that we're coming around and we're breaking all of the areas that have been chopped down. Obviously, we're going to get the wood from it, which is awesome because you can never really have enough wood. And then we can replant with the saplings that we get. And I'm sure there's a really good way of getting saplings, so we'll probably look into that at some point. But for the time being, it does the trick. I'm pretty happy with it. Yeah, just a little bit of manual labour, but we're going to get a good amount of mana from it, so good times. Oh, there it goes again. So let's try this enchant and see what we get. I've got a fresh bow. Haven't used it at all. Why is there imp berries? Imp leather? Imp. Well, I guess an imp must have came through the Nether portal after me. Wow, what a guy. Alright, let's give this a go. So, I'm not going to do the first one, because the first one's always the worst one. I'm going to go with the fourth. I'm going to be really strange. And we've got power 4 and punch 2. Well, that's not actually that bad, and we can repair it. So, power 4 is always a pretty good one, isn't it? So, yeah, I'm happy with that. I think power 4 is a nice one. It's better than some of the ones I've got. I would have liked to have one that gives me infinity or something like that, or something that gives me better durability. But for the time being, that's just fine. Yeah, all the mana. Look at that guy go. Nice. Alright guys, well I shall see you soon for another episode. Have yourself a great day. Have a good one as always. And goodbye.